So I'm curious to know, like, what do you think about, I guess, the way our work life is in general for like the 9 to 5 person? Because I tend to think it's a bit excessive.
It's excessive because of the need that has come out of stagnated wages. As housing prices have increased over the years, wages have not increased, and people have had to work more to afford the same standard of living.
Yeah.
It's as simple as people not getting paid enough to live, so they have to work more. So we have an unhealthy relationship with work. Because I mean, you got to have jobs, you have to have industries, you have to have mills and assembly lines and things that make infrastructure. But you have to actually pay these people enough to live too. Not to get preachy, but a minimum wage was designed as a living wage, where one minimum wage worker was able to support themselves, their partner, and 2 kids in a house they owned.
Yeah.
That's not the case by far at all. It's just not the case.
Yeah.
So we have to have change, or an unhealthy workplace relationship where you work overtime as the minimum.
Yeah, which is insane. It's insanity.
Isn't it? Another reason I want to be a realtor. I'm my own boss. I work my own hours. I work a lot, but I could also pick up. I get on the MLS late at night, 11, 12, 1 a.m., just because I'm like, what's going on? What changed? And I love it. It's, the devil I've picked, and I'm very happy with it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really call that unhealthy. I would just call it more of an obsession.
Yeah, which is, it's good to, it's funny. I always feel like it's funny. People get into entrepreneurship sometimes to be their own boss, and the thought is that you won't have to work as hard. And I tend to find that you get in entrepreneurship, and it's not a bad thing. I think if people really like it, it becomes a great thing. They end up working 2 or 3 times, not to poo-poo or shun anybody that works hard, normal jobs. But you get an entrepreneur, like you were saying, you're 11, 12, 1 a.m. looking at the MLS. Most people, I don't think, when they leave their job, are going to go, let me go back to the office at 12. Right. Just because I don't want to. It's most people don't do that. Some people probably do because they really love their job, which is good. Most people, they leave their job and they're like, I'm done. I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm done. So, yeah, it's funny because I feel like you go down the entrepreneur route, you end up working, your life just becomes work. By default, it's I'm sure you probably think about real estate, or you're probably sitting there, probably right now you're going to open your phone up. I don't know if it's on airplane mode or not. You probably have some calls about somebody looking for a house or asking a question about properties or something. So it's just...
And even if it's not as, beneficial or something like that, I'm excited to just get back on the Matrix and check out what's changed.
Yeah.
See what moved off of Coming Soon and why it's no longer Coming Soon.
Yeah.
And what happened there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm blessed to have that, right? Because it's a job I chose.